Hi students, welcome back to video classes. In the previous videos, we completed properties of rational numbers. So in our number system, mainly we have 5 properties. They are closure property, commutative property, associative property, existence of identity and existence of inverse. Additionally, we have one more property, that is distributive property. Okay, and we verify the collection of rational numbers satisfied which properties with respect to the which fundamental operations. First we recall that. So the collection of rational numbers are closed under addition, subtraction, multiplication only. Okay, so the collection of rational numbers are not closed under division. The reason is, when you divide any number by 0, we are not defined the value. That means we are not exist the value in the collection of rational numbers. So that's why rational numbers are not closed under division. And when you come to the next property, commutative property, the collection of rational numbers satisfies the commutative property under addition and multiplication. That means a plus b is equal to b plus a into b is equal to b into a for a, b or any rational numbers. Okay, and when you come to the associative property, the collection of rational numbers are satisfied the associative property under addition and multiplication only. That means a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c, and a into b into c is equal to a into b into c for any 3 rational numbers a, b, c. Okay, and existence of identity. Yes, what is the additive identity? That is 0. Why? Because a plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a is equal to a. So 0 is the additive identity, and we can exist that additive identity in the collection of rational numbers. And existence of another element, that is multiplicative identity, that is 1. Okay, so 1 is also existence in the collection of rational numbers. That means a into 1 is equal to 1 into a is equal to a. Now come to the next one, existence of inverse, and we exist a additive inverse and multiplicative inverse in the collection of rational numbers. The additive inverse of a by b is minus a by b, and the multiplicative inverse of a by b is b by a. And distributive property. So distributive property we have studied in 2 cases: distributive property of multiplication over addition, distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. That means a into b plus c is equal to a into b plus a into c, a into b minus c is equal to a into b minus a into c. So these are the important properties in our number system, and we have verified these properties are satisfied the collection of rational numbers or not. Okay, so based on this concept we have one exercise. So everyone open your textbooks and write these solutions in your running notes. Okay, so let us see the first question. Using appropriate properties, find minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. Observe this numerical expression. So in this numerical expression, totally how many terms are there? There are 3 terms. Here the first term is minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5. We can read this is totally one term, and plus 5 by 2, this is another term, and minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6, this is the third term. So in this expression totally we have 3 terms, and in the last classes I am already explained this point. The terms are separated by either plus or minus. Okay, so in between the 2 numbers are 2 letters. If you are observe multiplication operation or division operation, we can read that is a single term. So that's why in this expression mainly we have 3 terms. First term is minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5, the second term is 5 by 2, and the third term is minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. And one more important point is, when you say any term, you can present the term along with the sign. Okay, that's the most important. And when you apply the properties in this numerical expression, so you move to the terms along with the sign. That is also most important. Why? Because in some cases when you are interchange the terms from one place to another place, that means, for example, if the expression comes like this, a minus b, when you are interchange b and a, then it is equal to b minus a. But as per the properties, a minus b is not equal to b minus a. This is wrong. So in case if you are interchange the terms along with the sign, so a minus b. If you are interchange the terms along with the sign, what do you observe? It is equal to minus b plus a. Here the sign of b is minus, the sign of a is plus. So when you are interchange the terms along with the sign minus b plus a, so a minus b is equal to minus b plus a. Why? Because commutative property is satisfied with respect to addition operation. That means here we treat this statement as a plus of minus b, a plus of minus b, and we are interchanging the terms. Minus b come to the first and a come to the second. Okay, so with respect to the addition operation, commutative property is satisfied. So that's why if you are interchanging the terms, you change the terms along with the sign. That is the most important point. Now come to the question. Minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5, this is the first term, 5 by 2 is the second term, and minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6, this is the third term. When you observe these three terms, first term and third term have two factors, and middle term we have only one factor, that is 5 by 2. First term and third term have two factors. Observe the two factors. The two factors of first term is minus 2 by 3 and 3 by 5, and the two factors of third term 3 by 5 and minus 1 by 6. Minus I am assigned to this factor minus 1 by 6. These are the two terms. When you observe these two, here we have a common term, that is 3 by 5. Now here there is a possibility to apply distributive property, but before doing that, these two terms are come side by side? No. So in this case we are not apply the distributive property. First we assign these two terms 1 and 3 terms side by side, then you can apply the distributive property. So to arrange these two terms side by side, here I interchange second term and third term. Second term I replace the second term by third term and third term by second term. That means which property here I applied? Commutative property with respect to the addition operation. Why? Because I interchange these two terms along with the sign. That's why here applying commutative property with respect to the addition. Now interchange these two terms, second term and third term. So what you get, it is equal to minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5. Along with the sign I interchange. So the third term is minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6, and the second term is plus 5 by 2. Okay, so which property here applied? Commutative property with respect to addition operation. Okay, now these two terms come side by side. Now apply the distributive property. So what is the distributive property? Here we apply the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay, here we are not treat this is a subtraction. We are not treat like that. We are also taken this minus, we are assigned to the second factor minus 1 by 6. That means here clearly here I am presenting that minus 2 by 3 is the one factor into 3 by 5 is the another factor, plus 3 by 5 is the one factor, and I assign this minus to the second factor of the second term minus 1 by 6 plus 5 by 2. So you can write that numerical statement like this. Okay, now it is in the form of a into b. This is a, this is b. A into b plus a into c. This is a, this is c. Why? Because this 3 by 5 is the common factor of these two terms. So now apply the distributive property of multiplication over addition. What is that? A into b plus c is equal to a into b plus a into c. Now this expression is in the form of a into b plus a into c. Now apply. It is equal to a into b plus c. Here a is equal to 3 by 5. So 3 by 5 into b plus c, b is equal to minus 2 by 3 minus c minus 1 by 6 plus 5 by 2 as it is. Okay, now simplify. Now simplify the expression inside the brackets. It is equal to 3 by 5 into minus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 6. Here the LCM is 6 and the numerator is minus 4 minus 1 plus 5 by 2 as it is. It is equal to 3 by 5 into minus 5 by 6 plus 5 by 2. Now simplify this. 5 minus 1 times and 3 6 2 times. So it is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2. It is equal to, denominators are same, so directly simplify the numerators. Minus 1 plus 5 by 2, it is equal to 4 by 2, it is equal to 2. So the value of this expression is 2. Okay, so this is the first one. So to calculate this, which properties we are applied? Here we applied the commutative property with respect to addition, and here we applied distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay, let us see the next one. Using appropriate properties, find the value of 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7 minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2 plus 1 by 14 into 2 by 5. So in this expression totally how many terms are there? There are 3 terms. One is 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7, another one is minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2, and another one is 1 by 14 into 2 by 5. Okay, so in every term here we observe 2 factors. In first term 2 by 5 and minus 3 by 7, these two are the 2 factors. In the second term minus 1 by 6 and 3 by 2 is 3 by 2 are 2 factors, and the third term 1 by 14 and 2 by 5 are 2 factors. So when you observe this, yes, first term and third term have common factor, that is 2 by 5, but they are not arranged in side by side. So that's why first we apply which property? Commutative property to interchange in the first and second term. And when you are interchanging the terms, we take the terms along with sign. That is the most important. Okay, now now I am writing this second term as the first term. That means it is equal to minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2, and the first term as second term plus 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7, and the third term as it is plus 1 by 14 into 2 by 5. So it is equal to, now these two terms are come side by side, and 2 by 5 is the common factor, so let us take it as A, and the remaining factors you can take as B and C. Now it is in the form of, A into B plus A into C. It is equal to A into B plus the distributive property of multiplication over addition. So apply to here. We are not disturb the first term. First term you can write as it is, minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2 plus here A value, it is equal to 2 by 5. So A into 2 by 5 into B plus C. B means minus 3 by 7 plus 1 by 14. So it is equal to, so is there any simplification we observe in the first term? You simplify it, no problem. I think third table, 1 time 2 times. Okay, so minus 1 into 1, minus 1 by 2 into 2, 4 plus 2 by 5 into, simplify this expression. So here the LCM is 14 and the numerator is minus 6 plus 1. it is equal to minus 1 by 4 plus 2 by 5 into minus 5 by 14. It is equal to minus 1 by 4 plus 2 by 5 into minus 5 by 14. Okay, it is not clear, that's why I am writing again. So minus 1 by 4 plus 2 by 5 into minus 5 by 14. So 5 minus 5 minus 1 times. So it is equal to minus 1 by 4 plus 2 into minus 1 minus 2 by 14. And we can try written this minus 2 by 4 as minus 1 by 7. Okay, and plus into minus minus. So minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 7. It is equal to LCM is 28. And the numerator is minus 7 minus 4. It is equal to minus 11 by 28. This is your answer. Okay, we come to the next question. Write the additive inverse of each of the following. Here some rational numbers are given. Just you simply write its additive inverse. Already we know that. What is the additive inverse of a by b? It is equal to additive inverse of a by b. It is equal to minus a by b. Okay, then you write the additive inverse of these all rational numbers. Before writing this, first we observe the rational numbers are in standard form or not. So what is standard form? What is the standard form of rational numbers? So what is standard form of rational numbers? Yes, the rational numbers which have denominator is a positive integer and the numerator and the denominator have no common factor other than 1. That is the standard form of rational numbers. Simply we said simplest one. Standard form or simplest one, both are the similar words. Okay, first we verify that given rational numbers are in standard form or not. That means the denominator is a positive integer and the numerator and the denominator have no common factor other than 1. So let us take the first one, that is 2 by 8. It is not in standard form. Why? Because there is a common factor in numerator and denominator. So simplify it. It is equal to 1 by 4. So what is the additive inverse of? Additive inverse of 1 by 4. It is equal to minus 1 by 4. And the same way come to the second one. So second rational number is minus 5 by 9. Okay, so it is in standard form or simplest form. So its additive inverse is plus 5 by 9. It's minus 5 by 9. So change the sign. It is equal to plus 5 by 9. And the third one is minus 6 by minus 5. It is not in standard form. Why? Because the denominator is negative integer. Okay, so cancel the minus signs in numerator and denominator. It is equal to 6 by 5. So its additive inverse is minus 6 by 5. And the same way fourth one, the rational number is 2 by minus 9. So it is not in standard form. Why? Because the denominator is negative. So multiply the numerator and denominator by minus 1, then you get minus 2 by 9. So its additive inverse is plus 2 by 9. And when you come to the fifth one, it is 19 by minus 6. It is also not in standard form. Change the signs. That means you multiply the numerator and denominator by minus 1. So minus 1 into 19 minus 19 by minus 1 into minus 6, 6. So its additive inverse is minus 19 by 6. Its additive inverse is 19 by 6. Okay, so this is the second Roman. Let's stop here. Remaining sums we will continue in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.